It's March, and by now, most people have quit their New Year's resolutions, especially if that resolution was to lose weight or get skinny. Everyone wants to look like they belong on the cover of a magazine, but no one knows how to go about doing it. And when they don't see results, they quit. In order to break the chain, we first have to change our mindset. Stop trying to make yourself skinny. Instead, try to become healthy, and the great body will come with that. First, what's the difference between healthy and skinny? If I'm skinny, I'm healthy, right? In order to be healthy, I have to be skinny. These are questions that I've heard people ask, and some I've asked myself. I'm like everyone out there who wants to be thin. I look in the mirror and all I see are my problem areas, and I'm not even big, yet I've battled with this for some years. Then I go to the store and I see a magazine with Britney Spears on the cover looking absolutely tiny. And the first thing I do is I throw whatever I'm eating and drinking away. I vow to never drink soda or eat candy bars again. I start skimping on meals. I live on those frozen diet meals and the new trending detox drink on Pinterest. And here's the crazy thing about all that. I do that for 2 days, and then come day 3, I'm binging on an entire pizza, and I'm feeling like a failure. Obviously, this isn't working for me, or for anyone I know, and it all starts with the idea that I have to be skinny. Well, those days of starving myself and then binging on junk food are over, because I've learned the difference between being healthy and skinny. So what's the difference? The definition of skinny is lacking sufficient flesh, very thin, emaciated, lacking usual or desirable bulk. Next, I looked up the word emaciated because they used it. And emaciated means to make or become extremely thin, especially as a result of starvation. So, in order to be skinny, we essentially have to starve ourselves? That sounds just crazy. And yet, that's what people are doing. But that's not how we see skinny, of course. We think of being skinny as having that thigh gap, little to no body fat, a tiny flat stomach, small arms, thin legs, little to no curves. We create this Barbie doll in our mind, and in order to be skinny, we have to fit the mold. That's not healthy, plain and simple. I then looked up the definition of being healthy. Healthy is defined as enjoying health and vigor of body, mind, or spirit, flourishing, not small or feeble. They say being small isn't healthy right in the definition. So what does healthy look like? Is there a body type that fits healthy? No. That's the glorious thing about being healthy. It's achievable. Anyone can be healthy. All you have to do is start working out to strengthen your muscles, to include your heart, and eating properly in order to keep your body working correctly. In order to become skinny, you eat little food, and what you do eat has to be very little calories. The idea that the less we put in our body, the better, is one that is well known to many people trying to lose weight. And the only thing they tend to pay attention to is that non-fat label in bright red letters that tells them this product is healthy. But is it really? While trying to get skinny, people tend to eat those frozen meals because they're simple. They're marketed as being healthy. All you do is you open it, throw it in the microwave, and in 3 or 4 minutes, you're eating your favorite pasta dish, only it's healthy. These seem too good to be true, and that's because they are. According to the FDA, an active person's daily intake of sodium is only 1,500 milligrams. Lean Cuisine's chicken fettuccine, for example, has 630 milligrams in one serving. That is 42% of your daily intake in one meal. Your daily intake of fiber should be approximately 85 grams. Lean Cuisine only has 1 gram of fiber per serving. Now, yes, these meals are only 250 calories, and that sounds great, but those calories come from processed white rice and white flour, which spikes your blood sugar and only leaving you to crash about an hour later feeling hungry. If we shouldn't eat the stuff that's advertised as healthy, then what do we eat? What is considered a healthy meal? In a healthy meal, there is not a lot of sodium, but there is a lot of fiber. You have your healthy carbohydrates as well as your healthy fats. Yes, there are healthy fats. You have your protein, which should be very lean. So if you start with those basic ideas, building a healthy meal should be easy. Your protein can be lean chicken or white fish. You can get your healthy fats from cooking it in olive oil. You can add a little bit of salt and pepper, not so much that you bust your daily sodium intake though. And for carbohydrates and fiber, you can eat broccoli. Broccoli is an excellent source of fiber as well as a healthy carbohydrate. And if you're still not getting enough, well, an avocado is an amazing healthy fat and they're kind of delicious. There's one simple rule I go by when I'm shopping for my food to decide what to eat. If I don't know all the ingredients that are in it, or if I'm not comfortable with all the ingredients, I don't eat it. For example, I do not feel bad at all for buying any type of meat, vegetable, or sugar because I know where they came from. There's no hidden salt or sugar to enhance the flavor. That being said, I avoid buying sodas and processed snacks such as chips because one, I sure do not know everything that's in that ingredient list, and two, I don't think I would want to know. It's all about knowing what you're putting in your body and how what you're putting in your body affects it. The very last thing I'm going to compare is the workouts intended for healthy people versus skinny people. In order to be skinny, you can't have a lot of bulky muscle or any substance that would make you look larger. So you're going to have to do a lot of cardio. Now, cardio is great. Get your heart rate up, get you sweating. You will never hear me complain and say someone shouldn't do cardio. But here are the facts about doing cardio alone. Cardio burns fat, but it also burns away muscle. And in case you forgot, muscle is kind of important. We use it to lift ourselves up, to pick up our children, to jump around. You don't have to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but you want a little bit of muscle just so you can do the day-to-day activities that make life worth living. Another downside of doing cardio alone is once you stop doing cardio, that's it. You are done burning calories. The moment you get off the treadmill or get off the bike, that's it. That sounds pretty common, but there's a flip side. If you implement weight training as well as cardio into your daily workout, your body will thank you. You may not be stick thin, but you'll see huge differences in the best ways. Doing strength training will engage your core, which helps support your spine. A strong core will help you get that flat stomach that everyone seems to covet, but it will also improve your posture, help your breathing, and help prevent lower back pains. And you know how I said once you stop doing cardio, you're done burning calories? Well, that's not the case for weight training. For every 3 pounds of muscle you gain, you will burn an extra 120 calories per day just doing your normal routine. So there you have it. I've given you all the facts I could think of, and I've compared the two the best of my ability. And you've sat there patiently listening, but that's the easy part. The hard part is deciding to make the change, to stop looking up to unrealistic body images, to start focusing on your health. I'm telling you, if you do everything that it takes to make your body healthy, you'll look good. It's just that simple. Once you've removed the bad foods and replaced them with healthy foods and you get up and start working out, the rest will fall into place. But you have to be realistic and change your mind first. Now, I want to be clear. I am not skinny bashing. I understand some people are super thin and they can't gain weight, they can't gain fat or muscle, and that's fine. This is not about hating on a specific body type. This is about making the decision to become a healthier person overall. Thank you.